Guys, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I was doing makeup earlier, inspired by these homies that I have right here. These guys, these baddies. And yeah, but then I don't know, I kind of got depressed and I started deleting footage because it's early and I had bad sleep and I was taking these new kinds of melatonin gummies and I'm just gonna kind of vent. You know what I mean? How I do on this channel, I just bitch about stuff. We're not doing white eyeliner today. This is the look for the day. You see this? That's the look for the day. Okay, let me get closer so you can see. It's a clusterfuck of green and yellow. That's it, baby. That's it. And yeah, I used my finger, so. Hi. Um, hello. What's happening? What is happening? Earlier I was hearing a humming, and it's because I have old school autumn jams on downstairs. It's like one of these playlists on YouTube, and yeah, I was confused. I was like, "Where's that humming coming from, baby girl? It's coming from hell. It's coming from underneath the ground. No, it's coming from downstairs." And also my kids, even though it's early in the morning, my kids are awake and they are farting around. So if you hear them screaming, it's because they're playing a game together. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just so. My stomach feels like there's ants in it. My throat has not, right here. There's something in my sinus between this area, this triangular shape area. There's something going on here, and it's stuck back here. It's like I can feel something cooking in there. And it's not a burrito, baby. It is some kind of strange. I'm sorry. So stupid. There's something going on in my throat and I don't like it. Some kid was coughing next to me in the goddamn store. And I was like, every time I hear someone coughing, I just hold my breath. I don't know. I grew up in a smoker home, and at a very early age, I knew secondhand smoke causes cancer, right? So I learned to hold my breath pretty well, pretty good. Okay, this bitch can hold her breath. Not it's nothing to celebrate. Um, anyway, so every time I see smoke, or if somebody coughs around me ever since 2020, I just hold my fucking breath until I can leave the area completely. And I know that sounds crazy, and it probably is. Whatever. Who are you to judge? Only God can judge me. Nah, but seriously, I'm just so fucking not trying to get sick by some goddamn children. Some children up in the store that ain't even mine, okay? Don't get me sick. Don't get me sick. I swear to God. Anyways, I think I got sick from her because she was doing that kid cough that's it sounds like they're dying. You know how they're and I was just like, honey, why aren't you covering that thing? Baby girl. And then I heard some kids in another, I went to the store a different day, and these kids were like, coronavirus. And I was just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Please don't fucking bring that shit up. Don't fucking talk about. Don't do it. I'm kidding. But I was just like, please don't do this to me. And school's back in session. It's slowly becoming back in session for every county around here, every city in the county around here, right? Different days, stuff like that, right? So every kid in the fucking county is about to get fucking sick. Sorry, I'm kicking my dresser. Every kid in the county is about to get fucking sick. You know how it is when kids go to school. So yeah, I was just like, please don't do that. Oh, don't do that. So yeah, ever since I ran into that little girl, initially the very first little girl that I held my breath around, and I was like, you could tell, when someone's sick, when someone has something, you just know. And ever since then, dude, I have been really not feeling it, and it's my my appetite has been suppressed and my tummy feels like there's ants in it every single day. So I don't know. It just kind of sucks. I'm kind of upsetty spaghetti about it. But look at this. I don't know how to put this in my hair. This is like a baby version of this one. It's like the mama and the baby. It's so cute. Dude, I am such a fucking... I love cute stuff. I can't help it. I love cute things. It's tiny. It's a tiny version of this guy. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Also, side note, side quest, side thing. There's a dog barking in the backyard. I hope everything's okay. It's freaking me out. I have really bad OCD and I take medication for it, but like, I don't know. Anyways, so I don't know what I was gonna say. Since I looked at it, this are the colors. I used the yellow and the green and the yellows from these two palettes today. That's kind of what I've been using lately. Just that palette, those palettes. Are they good? The Profusion one is not. The King Cake one's immaculate. It's fantastic. I love it. I love Vampire Cosmetics. I think it's Vampire with the Y. But whatever. It's all good. I love it so much. Also, I don't know. I'm just like, I can see the wheel of my life turning. And I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for this next phase of my life. I am losing my train of thought. Anyways, I took these gummies that had like GABA and like L-theramine or something, something in them, and they shut my body down. They were like anti-stress gummies or whatever. They shut my body down and made my brain work in a certain way that it was like analyzing data as if a computer would. And it was very strange to observe my own thoughts. And it made me very confused because my husband was like, it sounds like you were on medicine or something, like ADHD medicine, and you were able to observe your thoughts. And I was like, yeah, but it didn't feel right. Like I couldn't go to sleep, even though they were for sleep. There was also melatonin in them, but like a low dosage, like 3 milligrams or whatever. And I was just like, this is bizarre because I can't sleep. Instead, I just lay there and I was able to like rapid fire witness like my thoughts before me and have full, like, it was almost like my brain was having full conversations with itself. It was just so weird to see that. And anyways, I haven't been getting good sleep. I've been trying different things. Yeah. Oh my God. I saw this packaging. I don't have my glasses on and I'm basically legally blind. I saw this packaging and I thought that was a real fucking spider, bitch. Oh my God. I was like, please don't. Please, please, please don't be real. Please be a fake spider. God. Yeah. I have to go into my email and look to see when Bath and Body Works is going to deliver the package. No, just deliver the package to my house. Yeah. And I guess that's about it for right now. I am very inconsistent. Hi, what's going on? Very, very inconsistent. I need to fix my hair today. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm probably going to get it wet and just run my hands through it and get the tangles out. But this is, I've just now recently accepted that I have curly-ish hair. I've got something going on. In my whole entire life, I thought I was a straight hair girl. But, there's something going on here, and I don't know what it is, but it's a secret, and nobody's telling me. I'm sure they're in on it, okay? But no, but like, I have like wavy hair or something. I did the curly girl hairs routine I found on the interwebs, and my hair looked great, and it was healthy, and it was like boingy, and I was like, whoa, perhaps I have curly hair. I don't fucking know. Fucking Walmart. Look at this shit. Look at this. There's fucking... I got this from Walmart and it smells like VOCs. It smells like shit, right? It's cute. Love it. Love the old timey thing, but look, it's already coming apart. There's, did you guys see that? There's like fucking strangs everywhere coming out of it. I thought it was my hair or a spider. I'll never fucking get over that shit. There was a spider on my foot, and I thought it was like one of my hairs fell down. We could lose like 100 hairs a day or some shit like that. More if you keep yanking on it. And anyway, so I felt something, and I was like, oh my god, that hair, it's like on my leg. And I reached down and I swatted it off because I thought it was a hair. With the full confidence of a grown woman swatting a hair off her leg. Motherfucker, it was a big ass spider. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, it was a big ass spider. Sorry, I'm like coughing. I have something still going on right here. I just I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's not contagious. It could be the air quality, the mold count, something stuck in here in my sinus cavities. I need to like purge it out. Maybe like with those teapots you shove up your nose or something. Or like, I don't know, a hot shower. But then I don't want to take a shower because I don't want to get my hair like, I don't want to get my entire body like sopping wet. It's just it's a lot, you know. Taking a shower is a lot because then you got to dry off, and then you got to do. It's just that there's something in me that doesn't want to always take showers. I don't stink. Okay, I don't do much, and I do take showers. Let me back this up because now I sound like a nasty bitch. I do take showers. I take motherfucking showers. Okay, but I don't like whenever I whenever I go to dye my hair, which is recently, like a lot, okay, I take like 3 showers a day, and it's like I have a shower quota, and whenever I go over it, I'm just like, stay away from me. And I've been on an anti-water kick recently, ever since the hurricane hit in the beginning of July, and it rained all of July, and it just set me off. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, water. Not a big fan right now of water. Much like a cat, not a big fan. But I am clean. I do take showers, and I don't smell stinky. Okay, but it's just I don't want to take them every day. I don't take showers every day. I'm like maybe a twice or 3 times a week. Or more. Maybe 4 times a week, girl. It depends. You know what I mean? It really depends. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I need to clean out my sinus cavity. That's what I was trying to say. Also, I've been trying to get my husband to go to New Orleans. Okay, and here's the thing with me and my husband. Here's the fucking thing. His schedule is like fucking weird, and I have to keep up with his schedule so we can spend time together because I'm kind of needy, and I love him, and I love seeing him, and it excites me to hang around him. I don't know. I oscillate between golden retriever and black cat, and he oscillates as well between golden retriever and black cat. Unfortunately, we're always on the opposite end. It's never golden retriever. Sometimes it's black cat. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So I get excited whenever he has days off, which I don't know what they are. I should probably get a screenshot of his schedule so I understand what's going on. But tomorrow he was supposed to be off, and I was like, maybe I could hijack him, put him in a car, throw him in the trunk, and take him to New Orleans, right? But of course, that's like hostage and kidnapping, and like I don't really want to get the feds involved, so like I can't do that. So I was just like, okay, well, whatever, right? He was supposed to be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we had made a plan with one of our family friends, and we were like, hey, because school's starting, we were like, can we go to New Orleans? I would like you to go with us. We went last time all together as a unit. We had a lot of fun, and they're one of the family friends that just, it feels good being around them. It feels like a part of our soul, like, because it's his best friend, and he's like my brother, and his daughter is like my daughter, and so it just feels good being around somebody like that, you know what I mean? And then the kids play together, and we hang out, and the last time we don't drink, so when we went to New Orleans, it was legitimately just wandering aimlessly around, eating the shit out of all the food, and drinking all of the coffee, and then buying things and stuff, and it was so much fun. The vendors were beautiful and amazing, and and magical, and it felt like I was home. It felt like I had a connection to my soul, and it was just crazy. I don't know how to explain it. Um, we went on like a really shitty like walking tour, and we were able to see that the tour guides in New Orleans are like very territorial, and it is gross. Okay. Let me let me tell you guys. So we had a tour guide who was like an older man, and he had an attitude. He was an older man, and he was just like, okay, here's what happened, blah blah blah. And we were actually on the set of Your Honor, that TV show or whatever. We walked onto the set of Your Honor on accident, and he was guiding us through the streets, because when they film, you have to stay off that street, when they're doing their shots or whatever. But the way he was explaining it, he was like, yeah, and maybe somebody lives, maybe somebody dies, I don't know, but they were filming this season finale when we were there, and it actually stole something. It was like one of the street signs that was like, it was discarded by that point. It was just kind of litter. But I did yoink it, and I brought it home with me, and it was like quiet on set, like no filming between blah blah blah, or no parking while filming between blank and blank on this street. It was like a no parking sign. Anyways, I took it home, and I hung it on my wall, because I don't know, it was cool. We were on the set of Your Honor, which was pretty cool, whatever. And then I took pictures. I have a Polaroid camera from the 80s, and I took pictures of us on set. But unfortunately, the settings were too dark, and it was like at nighttime when they were filming it, and so it was crazy. But it was so cool, because they were like, it was cool to see all the fucking cameras and shit, and it was just like, you know what I mean? It's fun. I love that. I love film and that stuff. I don't know. It's just fun. I just like being near it and on it. It reminds me of being in high school and being a little theater kid, right? And it's just so much fun, and I feel like my soul's like connected to that kind of stuff. Anyways, so we were on set for Your Honor on accident, but our tour guide, I think his name was Billy or Bill, I don't know, I can't remember, sorry. He was from maybe perhaps Cajun Encounters or something like that. And we had some people in our tour group that were a little drunk. And there was this one dude with his girl, and he was like checking them. He was checking them because they showed up late. We had to wait for them to check in. So they were already disrespectful. They were drunk and staggering and shit like that. And everyone else was just like, dude, we're trying to, like, what the fuck? Like, come on, get with it, bitch. Like, come on, you could drink, you could have fun, but motherfucker, let's go. Like, put an alarm on your fucking phone. Don't be disrespectful to other people who pay for this shit too, right? Anyways, so they're drunk, and this dude was like looking at him, you know what I'm saying? And they start laughing, and they're so loud we can't hear our tour guide, dude. And he like was kind of being respectful. He was like, hey, can you guys put eyes on me? Let's keep going. We had to keep waiting for them because they kept losing their friends. And it got to the point where there was a little bit of an altercation. There was a little bit of and the dude was like, hey man, can you guys shut the fuck up? I know you're fucking drunk and everything, but what you're doing is fucking disrespectful, kind of thing. And me and my husband and his friend and our kids were like, because we all felt it too. He just said it. Like, you were thinking it, but he said it. He was like, shut the fuck up. And we were all like, what? Everybody in the tour group was like, golf clapping. Oh, baby. Hey, honey, Lily, wake up. You okay, girl? You're okay. She had a nightmare. Her eyes are fluttering. She looked like a little demoness. Girl, you okay? Chasing the raccoons? You got sleep paralysis? What's up? You okay, girl? Yeah, you're fine. Okay. Poor baby. That makes me so sad. It's okay, baby girl. You had a nightmare. She had a bozo nightmare. It was a bad bozo nightmare. Anyways, yeah, so it was so cool because that guy was like, shut the fuck up. And everyone was like, whoa! Yeah, welcome to New Orleans, motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was so funny. And, it's okay, girl. It's okay. She had a nightmare. I'm sorry. So, I forgot what I was saying because I'm petting her. She's got her little paw. So anyways, we were in that little group and he's talking about something to do with I don't know, because when the argument broke out, the people who were drunk kind of just like wandered off into the darkness, into the shadows. And the guy was like, sorry, I didn't mean, whatever, but they're being disrespectful. And we're like, nah, we fucking support it. We're, hell yeah, get them the fuck out of here. We pay for this too. And they try to clap back with like, oh, we paid for this too. And they're like, well, can you shut up, because we all paid for it too, kind of thing. And yeah, so we were like, ooh. It was funny. But at that time, we were in front of some house where there was a bunch of, I didn't know that there's a huge Italian presence in New Orleans. And my husband is like super Italian. His family, super Italian. His great grandma Nani is like 94, from Italy, kind of thing. So they're super duper Italian. And when we were learning about that, I was like, this is the motherfucking people, I was like, hey. And then he was talking about some fucking apparition of a disembodied torso that hangs off the railing. We were like, what the fuck? We were like, hell yeah, motherfucker, I want to see somebody's torso apparition. And of course, we were there. We went to like the American Horror Story Coven house. And at that time, it was owned by a Texas rancher. And I guess he was in town for the night. So the lights in the house were lit up, which was apparently a rare occasion. Whenever he shows up, he lights up the house. And he was there and he was like, oh, wow, looks like he's home, whatever. And I think that's so weird to just stand outside someone's house and be like, wow, you know what I mean? But whatever, I didn't give a fuck. I thought it was cool. I was like, well, that's great. We get to be here on a day that he's here. And so we were able to see the inside of the house, like through the peeping Tom, through the windows at night. And it was cool. So anyways, the tour guide, he's this old school cat, right? And he's got a little bit of an attitude. He just rattles, and he's an older man. He's like, well, here's how it goes. Here's how it is, But other tour guides in New Orleans, they have like keep a 30 to 15 feet barrier between tour groups, because each tour person they're like so territorial, and they have to move out of the way of certain people. And so our tour guide was like talking mad shit to the rest of the tour guides that were like, hey, excuse me, you need to remember the rules. Like, we share the road. You need to stay like 15 feet away from our tour group, because we're telling a different story than the story you're telling. And he was like, oh, sorry, my bad. And then he was like, he cupped his hands and he was like, didn't mean to get too close to ya. And I was like, oh my God, we got the crazy tour guide. But he was cool. It was funny. It wasn't the best. Like, I'm sure there was other ones that were better. But at the end of it, me and my friends were like, maybe they're just making shit up. Because the amount of stories we were able to hear over the winds, just standing around everybody, even if you are pretty far away from their group, you could still hear like the different stories. I was like, there's like a bunch of different stories. And yes, a lot of things have happened in New Orleans. A lot of things happen here. So I don't know. But I thought that was so funny, because he was like shit talking the other tour guides who were being kind of rude. And I didn't know there was so much tension between the two. Extremely territorial. They have a very tight schedule that they have to like immediately take the place. So if one tour group from a different company is right here, they have to hurry up and tell their story and like move it, go. So we could go and enter that area. Then our tour guide tells his version of the story. Then we move it for the next tour guide company from a completely third party separate tour guide. People, you understand what I'm saying? It was like very, very strange. I'd like to go on a swamp encounter or whatever. But let me be honest. Bitch, we have a boat. And yes, it's like an old school, like 1984 Bobby Boucher fucking boat. Old school boat, right? Motherfucker only starts like half of the time. Okay, 2/4. I don't know why I said 2/4. Half the time the boat will start. Half the time we have to wait for it to get. But we go fishing out in the swamps here. So, and I love whenever I get to see snakes in the water and alligators and stuff like that, because we have like brackish, like mixed water here. We have the freshwater, like swampy canals that mix into like Galveston Bay and the Gulf of Mexico and stuff like that. I don't like going out into the ocean. I like staying in the rivers that meet the ocean, because you could find a beautiful selection of fish to eat, because we do eat the fuck out of our fish. We catch, clean, cook everything out the Gulf, even though it's not like a very good thing, because we also live next to the chemical plants that do secretly dump a lot of shit into the ocean. So, but I still love it. I still love the swamps. I love that. And I have such a problem. Like, here's the thing. I love Roswell, New Mexico. I love the desert. I love the desert. I was born in a desert climate. I think that my earliest memories are not having humidity, right? And so, in the deep core memories of my mind, I love the desert. And I I love New Orleans. I love the swamps. I love the Spanish moss. I love knowing that if there's an abundance of Spanish moss around, and it's low hanging and it's growing very well on the trees, then that means the air quality is okay. And certain parts of Houston, you could find out that the air quality is worse there because the Spanish moss is rotting, dying, and does not grow well. So that's how you can gauge like air quality, right? Unfortunately, we live in an area where it's like below sea level, so the elevation itself is fucking with me. The humidity fucks with me. But I love fishing. I love catching crabs out in the ocean. Like, oh my god, I know. That sounded crazy. I love catching things in the water. Like I love whenever you catch a redfish and it fights, and I love catching giant catfish. And even we eat them hardheads too. We make hardhead nuggets if we catch a pretty good sized fish. They're like this big or bigger, you know. And you can make a nice little sandwich out of them. And I cook my fish to where it tastes good. Okay. But I love spending hours out on the rivers catching fish and hanging out with the family. It's very intimate being on a boat. You're close, and so it's so cool, and just feeling like the sun on your skin and soaking it in, and watching the mullet run and catching stuff in the cast net to use as bait and everything, and like hearing the birds and seeing the alligators and the snakes in the water is so cool too. It's so much fun, and it's so I don't healing. It's so healing, and unfortunately they fucked up our waterways pretty bad. The chemical plants have, and human beings as a general like squad of people. So I have this issue where I want to move out to the desert, but I also have an issue where I want to live somewhere like New Orleans in the swamps in this South Louisiana, because the food is fantastic. And the food in the desert is not as good as the food that comes out of lakes and rivers, right? Like crawfish is amazing. Anything out of Louisiana is amazing. And I'm afraid of losing that. I'm really afraid of losing that. And that's such a difficult thing for me to digest in myself. You know what I mean? In myself. So yeah, anyways, sorry, I've talked enough. I'm gonna go contemplate that. That'll be my thought for the day, is that I do want to eventually like move out to Colorado or northern New Mexico. That's something that I've really been thinking about. If you've lived through hurricanes, you understand that there's a love-hate connection with the Gulf Coast, where yeah, the food's fun, the people are a little fucking crazy, whatever. It's weird because it's like Bible Belty. New Mexico, there's things that are legal there, like okay, so like what's it like? It's 420 friendly or whatever. We don't do drugs or anything like that. But I'll be damned if my kids catch felonies in the state of Texas whenever they are legally like of age and they want to go and like smoke a little bit, right? I've never done it. But in New Mexico, it's legal, right? And we have family members that have caught multiple charges for like having like a joint on them or something like that. So there are things when you have children that you think about. If you're a parent that cares, I guess. So what I think about is that I want to live in a state where my children will have health care benefits and access to medicinal herbs if they need it. Um, but here it's like still kind of illegal. Like gummies are kind of illegal still, and it's just weird. You know what I mean? It's a very strange thing. So anyway, so that's where I'm kind of having issues with. Like I like being 6 hours from New Orleans and half a day away from New Mexico. I wish I was a little bit closer, but I don't know. I don't know. The food in New Mexico is not that great. Because I'm from Texas and we have Tex-Mex, we have fucking Mexican food straight up, we have motherfucking food from Louisiana. Like where I'm at, it's like we have a very, very good amount of food that can make you very fat, very quick. Okay, and I'm not fucking knocking it because I love it. So do you understand? Like I'm having, I guess, kind of like a identity crisis because I'm in an area that I was super traumatized in. I'd like to move out of one day, but I'm being torn between like I'd love to live in the desert. I'd love to live somewhere where it snows, but I don't want to ever give up New Orleans or access to New Orleans. I can't imagine being 24 hours away from New Orleans because of the feeling I had being there. But also, I goddamn motherfucking hate hurricanes. Fucking hate hurricanes. I swear to fucking God, I hate fucking hurricanes. They are so fucking annoying. Water sometimes pisses me off. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys later. I have to edit this dumb bitch down. I'm so sorry. Okay, goodbye. Oh, I have to think of things.